Hey guys, Ice McFall here, and welcome back to some more Raspberry Flavored. Today we are going to be working on an iron farm because, oh my gosh, I've been wanting to have an iron farm going for so long now. Um, it's gonna take place like around there, I think, somewhere outside the factory because all our automation stuff is not gonna fit in the factory. We're gonna have to build it out there somewhere. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to transfer the power over there. I don't think it's gonna be too difficult. And we're also going to go ahead and build in a door for the factory because right now it's very open and I want to build like a little create type sliding door. I think that could be really cool. It's going to have to come from under the ground though because I don't really have space for it to be anywhere else. So let's go ahead and get over there real quick. Here we are. So the idea is I still have this here. We're going to place the door probably like right here. So just clear out this little space. And I think I'm going to have like a mechanical piston or something. We'll figure it out. I don't know where I'm going to put the redstone for this. Because, yeah, I think I'll have to put it on the floor really. So, yeah, let's go ahead and try. I'm going to get the things I'm going to need. I think for the door, do I just want normal? Do I just want this for the door? Or is that just kind of lame? I think that's probably not great. I'm gonna have to figure out what kind of block I want to use for this. I'm not too sure yet. I'll figure out something. Alright, so let's go ahead and build this. I have opened up this side right here. We can get down here. I think I got all the things I need for this. So let me just mine a little bit of a staircase. Not a great staircase, but a staircase. I think I just need a water wheel here. And I don't believe it matters which direction this is powered. We just need to power that. We're just going to use a water wheel because I don't really feel like getting power from the whole steam engine. There's no point. And I actually don't think I need this to be facing this way. I don't think that's going to work very well. And then we're going to do a sequence gear shift. I'm not going to worry too much about how that's working right now. Then we're going to get our sticky mechanical piston. We want this to face like that. And we want to put some piston poles underneath it. I have these extension poles we're going to put underneath. And we're just going to do 4 for now. Hopefully that'll be good. Pole length 4. And then, you know what? Let's get some torches in here. It's very dark. Let's place some torches right here. Alright. And let's just do an acacia button for now. We're just going to place it right on here. And if we press that down, you'll see it does that a little bit. Alright, we're going to need to turn it a whole lot more than that. What about that? What is 360 going to do for me? Also, this is very, very slow. I think I want to speed up just a little bit more. Wow. Okay, that went that far. Okay, we're gonna do double speed. And we're also gonna turn it again by an additional 360. Double speed. And then I think we're gonna await a new redstone pulse. And then we're gonna turn by angle 360 again. But we're gonna double speed backwards. And then turn by angle 360. Double speed backwards again. I can hardly see that because of the gear shift icon. It's very strange. So let's go ahead and just reset this. What does that do? Okay, let's just add the poles back and then see what this does. That's still really slow, but it's not as slow. Oh, it kind of like stops there, but it works. And then if we press it again, okay, it brings down the block. So it works like how I intended. It's just now we got to go ahead and connect all this with glue. And I feel like it would work then theoretically, right? It should pull all of it. It does kind of stop midway through, but I think we're just gonna have to deal with that. Alright, I think that's what we're gonna do. I think I'm just gonna hook up some redstone so that we can have these buttons above right here. I am gonna bring up something real quick. one thing is I moved it so that I moved it up again so that this stone layer is actually gonna be shown right there. I don't have the wood up there, and I filled in a little bit more of the roof right there. And what I did with the gear shift, apparently there's an option to turn a piston pulley or gantry, and this actually works really good with this. You can tell it just how far you want it to move, so I don't have to like. You can change this to many different numbers for the distance. So I just chose 3, and that means it's gonna move it 3 blocks, and it works better, so I don't have to have like multiple turn 360 degrees or whatever. It's just one motion. And yeah, I really like how that is. It's a very small door, but I do like it. So next, I'm gonna go ahead and try to get started on an iron farm, but we're gonna need to somehow get some power transferred over there. Originally, I was thinking of doing a bridge, but I'm not sure if I'm still gonna do that. Because I want to have a bridge here. Maybe I want to have the iron farm over there instead. Okay, so I'm just preparing to, set all the iron farm stuff up. And what we're gonna need, I already made the crushing wheels. We got some crushing wheels, and we got this mechanical drill. Because we're gonna go the crimsite route, where we are going to form crimsite. This is similar to a cobblestone generator, but with instead of the water, it's gonna be scarlet cheese. This is gonna make our crimsite, and then we're gonna crush that crimsite down with the crushing wheels, and that's how we're gonna get a 40% chance of raw iron nuggets. Of course, we need to figure out how to make the scarlet cheese, and apparently that's just some crimson fungus, some sugar, some milk, and some honeycomb using the keg, it looks like. So I'm gonna get these materials together. I think I should have a keg somewhere. If not, I'll try to make one. There is this place, I'm not sure if I've showed it off in one of my videos, but someone that's been on the SMP at one point made a little bee nest over there. Yeah, because I haven't gotten started with bees at all. However, there is some honeycomb going on over there, so I think I'm gonna snag that. I think there's also a keg over there, so definitely gonna be using that. So we're gonna go ahead and make this scarlet cheese wheel and get going from there. Yeah, so this is that building, and this was actually made quite a long time ago. I didn't realize there was this up here. Huh, I guess that's not really anything. This was made quite a while ago and then never touched since. It has this honey right here that can go ahead and snag. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh wow, 3? Goodness. I could be wrong, but I really think this was made by Raspberry. But yeah, there's a keg in here as well. So let's see if we can make this. I think it was milk right here, honeycomb, sugar, 2 crimson fungus. Anything else that I'm missing? Maybe I need a bucket on this side. Okay. Huh, I don't actually know. So there's this bar that says normal, and I think we need to get that to this last bit where it's red, far right. I'm not too sure how to do that, so I think I'm gonna have to look this one up. Alright, so I have figured it out. You're probably like, what the heck have you just done? First of all, I stole the keg. That's one thing I've done. We are going to make this shape right here and place lava like that, and you're gonna see this is starting to warm up, and now it's completely hot. So apparently you need to actually place some lava to heat up the keg, and apparently you can place ice or snow to cool it down, and that's just for different sorts of recipes. But yeah, we figured it out, so let's go ahead and try this again. Oh, is that the recipe? Was there anything else I was missing? I was thinking I was missing a honeycomb or something. Didn't I need a honeycomb? I don't know what's with these effects going on. Sugar, honeycomb. Yeah, this should be right. Oh, I see there's a progress bar going. Okay, So it's just gonna be a little while, but this should be done pretty soon. I think that's everything I need to do. Looks like it's almost done. There we go. Scarlet cheese wheel. And we also got our bucket back. I'm alright with that. And so what we do with this scarlet cheese wheel is we're gonna go ahead. Oh, we could make it into a nice meal right here, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna make this into some scarlet cheese. We just gotta head to our factory real quick and put it under our blaze burner in the mixer. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. I just want to show me opening this door. I actually love this so much because this is the first time that I've actually made a sliding door in Create. Like, I think that's really cool. But literally all we have to do is go ahead and grab some wood here and put the cheese wheel, light you up, and that's going to give us that. So do we just need to grab this with a bucket then? There we go. We got a scarlet cheese bucket. Now, hopefully we don't mess this up. Theoretically, we just need to grab some lava, and I actually think there was some lava outside in the chests I have down here. I know I need a better way to get down. Like, I need to start making the elevators down and everything, but you know, maybe I'm too lazy for that. I think I'll get that done off camera pretty soon, actually. Between this and the next episode, pretty sure I should be able to do that. Okay, I was just gonna break something so I could show this off real quick, but not right there. So how does this work? We're gonna treat it like it's an actual water and lava source. So I'm gonna place the scarlet cheese like that, and I'm gonna place our lava like this. Okay, so that's actually how it works. So that's crimsite. And yeah, that works pretty well. We can grab our crimsite, and I would put this into a crushing wheel for iron. Okay, well, the idea is a working one, I guess. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. We're gonna go ahead. As you can see, I have a ugly dirt bridge going over there from my factory. We're gonna get power going probably along the bottom. We're gonna get some power going over there, and we're gonna start working on the iron farm. And I'm gonna deal with these guys, I guess. Okay, so I have some bad news for me. Not really for you, but well, my red terrabin that I keep all my redstone stuff and all of my create stuff, like all of my shafts and um belts, etc. Just a bunch of create stuff that I was gonna use to build this iron farm as well. I lost it. I don't even know how, because I don't even take the terrabins out of my inventory. I always interact with them in my inventory. I went around and I looked in chests. I couldn't find anywhere I could have left this. And I looked, and apparently at the beginning of this episode I had it, but then sometime in between recording, I lost it. So yeah, I have no idea where it went. Maybe at some point I'll just find it. I have been looking for cactus. Like, I've actually been looking for a desert biome for like 5 hours. I'm not even gonna lie. There's like no desert biome in this world. And I feel like there's a possibility I might have placed down the terrabin or dropped it on accident, and that would suck. So yeah, if I did that like out in the middle of nowhere, then like I'm never seeing that again. If I happen to put it somewhere else, I'll probably run into it. The only place I haven't checked is maybe I left it at David and Luca's base, but I haven't really been in their storage in a while, so I'll go check that. But if it's not there, I'm just gonna have to make some more shafts and stuff, and I guess I'm just gonna see you guys whenever I start working on that thing. But it's so annoying for me. So I went ahead and I got the belt going along. It's very funny looking, but we have that belt coming from our steam engine over there, coming under this bridge all the way over to here, and this is going to supply us our power for the iron farm. My thing is, where the heck is the iron farm going to be? And when this bridge is complete, goodness, does it just lead into a steep little hill right here. So do I want to clear out this hill? I feel like that might be what I want to do. I mean, I don't think it would be too bad of an option. Like, I think I might want to do that. At least flatten this out a little bit. Uh, get a place for the iron farm, and then after that, off camera or whatever, I can work on flattening. Okay, I can't speak. I can work on flattening out uh it a little bit more. So yeah, let's just get a place for this iron farm real quick. Okay. So, as you can see, I have flattened out the area a little bit, and I made a little bit of a platform for where I want the iron farm to be, because I do want to have a whole building for this. I don't know if I'm going to finish it this episode, but I do want to have a building for it, so I think placing a platform is going to be pretty important. It's going to be very small and basic, but yeah, now all I gotta do really is just actually make this. Wow, so much is, I've just been going through so much this episode. The fact that I lost my whole machinery terabin. Okay. Well, what we need to do is we need to generate some of this stuff. So how I'm gonna go about that is using the mechanical drill, of course. This place is gonna be a little compact, but that's okay. So I don't have much cobblestone on me, do I? That's a lie. I have plenty. I have a bunch of sturdy cobblestone on me. Alright, so what I want to do is, of course, try to place this in. I don't have any chutes on me now either. Oh, I have to make a chute. Because I don't have just a million on me anymore. I used to have a bunch of hoppers as well. Goodness. See, this is why I'm a little sad that all that is gone. I really don't know what happened. It's really strange, but yeah, we're gonna have this chute, and then we're gonna have a chest to put the items in. I think we also had some funnels in there. Goodness, I'm just gonna keep thinking about things. It's gonna make me even sadder. Oh no. I think I want it to go in this chest and then have a chute above that. This is where everything's going to connect. So for this, I'm going to need, let's just spread out this platform here. Okay. Scarlet cheese and lava. Okay, that works. And this is also going to spread that way, but that's fine. All right. There we go. Now we need to put in a drill here, and I could probably get away with putting it on this side. That'd probably be best. Place the drill in like that. We'll just need to get power to that. Alright, so the drill is going to mine the crimsite. The crimsite's going to go into the chute, into this chest. Then I'm probably going to have a funnel and on the chest. And it's going to go along a belt, maybe, where it then needs to be brought through some crushing wheels. They get crushed by the crushing wheels, and I would get everything that I want. I just need to place the chest at the end. I think that's really it. I think that's all there is to this. Alright, so I think we have this done. Let's go ahead and place in a shaft there. And we should see we got some stuff going. I mean, this absolutely is not done because this chest is gonna fill up and then we'll have no space, but you know, the actual automatic iron part of it is here. We have some raw iron nuggets. So of course, we're gonna need to extend our storage, and we're gonna need to maybe just trash the red dye. I don't think we're gonna need it. And automatically process this raw iron into actual iron ingots. I feel like those would probably be some good ideas, but this right here is actually automated iron now. So as you can see, we got our lava and our I actually forget what this is called. Scarlet cheese. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of random, but we got our lava and our scarlet cheese. mixing to make crimsite. We got our drill mining that crimsite, which goes into that chute. And if I squeeze in between these, you'll see that it goes into this chest, and that gets funneled out through these crushing wheels into this funnel into this chest. So that's what's going on. And for the power, it's just coming from underneath the ground from over there. So that's what's going on with that. I think I want to start working on this now. So we're probably going to need to expand this out a little more because we're going to need some more space for processing the iron nuggets, these raw iron nuggets into some actual iron ingots. So yeah, let's start working on that now. Alright, so I'm not even sure if this is going to work yet, but I'm going to show you my thought process. So the raw iron nuggets and the red dye will come onto this belt through this funnel into this basin. The red dye is going to be sorted out into the fire, so burnt, while the raw iron nuggets are going to be pressed into raw iron. They're going to come out back onto the funnel, and then they're going to be smelted with this fan into iron, and then the funnel will take in that iron into the vault, and then we'll also have this double chest that the vault will be supplying. So there's not going to be too much inventory space, but this is a decent amount. I think later on I'm going to expand this vault, and I'm also going to make some sort of, like, I think I'm going to make the threshold switch, I think it's called, or something like that, where I'll make it so it'll actually stop running whenever we're full on iron, so it doesn't just keep going, because that would, that would not be good. But time to figure out if this actually works, so let's go ahead and power it and just see what happens. I see red dye being spewed out. I haven't seen anything press. One raw iron nugget. Yeah, the red dye is probably much more common than the actual raw iron nuggets. But once we actually get the amount of raw nuggets we get, it should press down. Alright, so there we go. And as you can see, this raw iron is here. It should get smelted down. And then we have one iron ingot in here. So it does look like it's working. And I do have a bunch of raw iron I can just kind of chuck in there. I think I can just put them through right here. But this is actually pretty fast, which is, it's pretty fast. I don't think all that went in there. Let's try again. There we go. And that pressed all that down. It's all coming out in one, but that's okay because normally this is going to be fast enough to keep up. But this does look like it's working, so we did it. So that is where I'm going to end today's episode. However, I am going to be trying to get the next episode out very, very soon in these next couple of days. I've been very busy. Looking for that desert is actually one reason why I haven't uploaded in a while. I'm not gonna lie, but there was other reasons too. I actually had something pretty crazy happen in my life, but I'm not gonna talk about that right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and yeah, the next one will be coming out soon. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.